be right.
We're gonna get you out of here. Just keep your head down.
Hey, kid, get down! Commander!
What the hell did we do now?
Want to live, come with me.
What the hell's going on here?
There's no time to explain. Those are nukes, old-timer.
What about my family?
You can't save them if you're dead.
What was that?
The end of the world, November 25th, 1963.
And where am I now?
Dallas, 10 days earlier.
I need to find my family. All right, quick rundown. Luther, super strength. Klaus can commune with the dead. Allison can rumor anyone to do anything.
Except she never uses it.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my new Umbrella Academy video. They're dropping the season this Friday. They just dropped the opening scene from Season 2, Episode 1. Obviously, things have gone completely crazy. There's a bunch of Easter eggs, so we'll break it down. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. We'll do a new Amazon giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave your favorite Umbrella Academy moment on the video. So we'll just go through this footage shot by shot, then I'll talk about the rest of the season. So they've just failed to stop the end of the world in the final scene from Season 1, and 5 was trying to send them back in time to their younger bodies so that they could just hit the reset button and call a do-over on trying to save the world. Because that's the whole thing, is they failed in their mission during Season 1. This giant asteroid as the moon breaks apart because of Vanya's powers as it comes crashing down to Earth, just destroying everything in this giant blast. You can make all the jokes about self-fulfilling prophecies that you want, because it was actually them trying to stop Vanya that caused her to misfire and hit the moon that then destroyed the Earth. So it seems like something like that might also be happening with Season 2 in this giant nuclear blast that annihilates the world. But you have to remember that this is literally just the opening moments right after they've jumped back in time, so they all just wind up showing up in 1963, not understanding what's gone wrong, in the middle of this giant war. So instead of merging their consciousnesses with their younger selves, they wind up in 1960s Dallas, Texas, just days after President Kennedy has been assassinated and the Soviets have apparently invaded. Then a nuclear bomb just goes off nearby, heralding the end of the world again. But it's all literally happening in the span of the first 3 minutes of the episode. So that's why everyone's so confused about what's going on. Like 5 says, wait a minute, what do we do now? What the hell? Even Diego yells at number 5, what the hell did you do now? Because number 5 spent all of Season 1 causing all kinds of new problems with his unreliable time travel ability, never quite working exactly how he expected. The person that walks up to 5 and gives him the Terminator speech, "Come with me if you want to live," is Hazel from Season 1, Cha-Cha's partner, who apparently survived the end of the world. He works for the Commission, and just like in Season 1, the Commission is still very much the villain or the antagonist of Season 2. That's who these people are, chasing them all over the trailer. Fun Easter egg too, as number 5 exits this alleyway into the big firefight, the movie that's playing at this theater is Kiss of the Vampire. It is a real movie that was playing in a theater at this time. It's historically accurate, but it's also a subtle Easter egg for the upcoming Umbrella Academy comic book called You Look Like Death, which is about Klaus when he was 18 right after getting kicked out of the Umbrella Academy. The basic premise of the comic book is that he heads to Hollywood and runs afoul of a vampire drug lord. So yes, vampires in the world of Umbrella Academy. The paper that number 5 picks up and reads says that JFK has declared war on the Soviet Union. I can't read the date on the newspaper, so I don't know if it's from before JFK was assassinated or after. So it's not clear if this is a lie that the government just perpetrated and they declared war after JFK was assassinated and blamed the Soviets for his death, and that's why they declared war, or if some crazy time travel problem happened before that caused JFK to declare war on them himself, and then he gets killed in retaliation. It's all about time travel and alternate history, and they're changing the comic book story from the Dallas arc, so it's going to be a little bit different. But the Kennedy assassination is very much the stage for the plot of Season 2. It's all about trying to prevent this great disaster against the backdrop of JFK being assassinated in Dallas. But remember the whole thing about self-fulfilling prophecies during Season 1. They were trying to prevent the end of the world, but their actions directly led to the end of the world. Vanya still wound up accidentally, quote-unquote, destroying the world. And while this is all playing, you have that Frank Sinatra song, the recording of My Way. It's meant to be a clever wink at the Umbrella Academy team saving the world their way, not necessarily the correct way, probably causing as many problems as they try to solve. The song itself is also a bit of an Easter egg. It's meant to be period specific because it was recorded during the 1960s and Frank Sinatra was in his prime during the 60s, so this is all taking place during the 1960s, so it is period specific. But he didn't record the song till 1969, and this is all taking place during 1963. So it's a cool song, we'll call it Close Enough. All this footage is also meant to show off their abilities in really cool ways too, because it's been about 2 years since we saw the last season. It's been a hot minute since we got Season 1. Vanya is floating in the air in the path of the giant round from the tank fire. She uses her sonic powers to destroy it, just reminding you how powerful she is and that she still has all of her abilities. In the comic book, when this is all going on, she actually had amnesia for most of this storyline. The way that Ellen Page explained it, though, is that Vanya during Season 2 is still mostly dealing with all the trauma of her repressed memories that she had just gotten back at the end of Season 1. So I don't think that they're doing any of the crazy amnesia plot. Klaus channels the ghosts of a bunch of recently killed US soldiers from the last couple of minutes to attack the Soviets. Luther just hulks out on all of them and then soaks a bunch of fire damage like it's no big deal. They upgraded a lot of the visual effects for his body too. That's why he's not walking around in the trench coat anymore. That's an easy way for productions like this to save money. Like, oh, we don't have to render this in CG if he just puts a giant coat on. Ben uses his tentacles to attack more soldiers. The weird thing here is that it doesn't seem like Klaus is actually channeling his abilities, like Ben is doing this on his own up on top of the building, and how is that possible if he's just a ghost? Lots of questions being raised. You also see him opening a door by himself in the trailer, like opening this car door without Klaus doing it for him. There was some confusion about that too. People are like, wait a minute, is Ben come back to life? But then they make the joke about ghosts not being able to time travel, so maybe that has something to do with it. But the other members of the Umbrella Academy in this scene, when Ben is sitting in the background, they can't see him, so it seems like he's still a ghost. Allison uses her rumor powers to literally blow the minds of a bunch of soldiers, like literally exploding their minds, showing you how powerful her abilities are. Diego dodges a ton of bullets, Quicksilver style, then takes down the soldiers before yelling at number 5. Then as they're all coming together, slowly converging to get their bearings, Hazel shows up from Season 1, gives number 5 the business, like we're all dead unless we bolt, you can't save your friends here in this moment. Then they jump back into the time stream while the rest of the group watches as the nuclear bomb goes off. Poof, end of the world. So it's a great opening scene that sets the stakes for the season and lets you know what their endgame is. Make all the Marvel Avengers Endgame jokes you want. Perfectly balanced as all memes should be. Then just because this is the opening scene, there's a lot of stuff that you don't see in here, like them going to the younger version of Reginald Hargreaves and literally telling him his future with the Umbrella Academy adopting them so that he can wind up adopting them in the future specifically so that they can become a team and then come back in time themselves, self-fulfilling prophecy, to save the world. You see a little bit of Baby Pogo during the trailer too. They were making a lot of jokes on the Netflix social accounts about this because you have Baby Yoda on The Mandalorian, one of the cutest things on television last year, but now they also have Baby Pogo on Netflix, so you can just decide who you think is cuter, Baby Pogo versus Baby Yoda. Speaking of which, there is supposed to be a Mandalorian Season 2 trailer sometime in the next couple of weeks, so as soon as they release that, of course I'll do a video for it. I'll be doing episode videos for all the Mandalorian Season 2 episodes. While you wait for everything, click here to rewatch that Umbrella Academy Season 2 trailer, and you can click here for that brand new Marvel Hellstrom trailer. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.